to different cultures. So, would you like to come and share that point with us? Because it was really valuable. Imposter in the room. I can share the point for you, but if you, God, I feel terrible now because I can't remember the face. Okay, let me share the point for you. The point was this. Different cultures want different things from you, okay? And the point was this. English people, if you're talking to an English person about your holiday, they want you to be honest. You know, as British people, we're skeptical. We are the most skeptical people on the planet. We just want you to tell us straight down the line, tell us like it is, be honest, and please don't give us any of the fluffy stuff, because we won't believe you. Be honest, okay? Now, the most important thing for Germans, and I have lived in Germany, so I really get this. If you're selling to a German, the first question they have is it organized? Is it disciplined? Is it on time? Is it clean? Is it tidy? That's the thing that matters most to them. Yeah? Is alles in Ordnung? And if it's not in order, we're not buying. So you have to, that's the cultural difference you have to address if your market is for Germany. And if it's for...
Dr. Ahmed Fathy, I'm living in Germany. For the Germans, if you make a spelling mistake, you lost everything.
Yeah, how you present your business to that culture is a little bit different. If you are presenting to Spanish people want the party, they want to have a good time, they want all their friends to be able to come with them, they want it to be fun. There are the things that Spanish people want, but it's not the most important question. It's not, are you being honest with me, and it's not, is it all going to be organized. They want to know relaxed party atmosphere, and if you're in the US, if you're marketing to Americans, yeah, I can't remember who the gentleman was, but he was so right when he said this. Americans like to feel like the most important people in the whole of the world. Yeah? You tell an American he's the most important person on the planet, then he's going to love you. If you come up to me and you start your conversation by saying, Mandy, you're the most important person in the world, you're looking beautiful today, you're looking so lovely, I'm going to go, oh my God, because I'm looking for you to be just straight down the line. So cultures, they want a different message to apply, okay? The other question was about examples. Can I give you an example of a sticky message? I can't give you an example of a sticky message for the tourist industry, because to be honest, I don't know anyone that has one. Let me give you an example from different, and also sometimes if I were to give you an example of your industry, the only thing you'd be able to think of is that. And you'd be going, oh, it's so good, I want to copy that. And you know you can't copy because somebody else has it, so you'd struggle. So I want to give you examples from different industries so you get, okay? Does anyone know the pizza chain Domino's? Domino's Pizza. Okay. Now, Domino's built their entire business on knowing their audience. Yeah? When you go to buy pizza, I don't know how it is in Egypt, but when you go to buy pizza in England and America, it's like there are millions. You can go to any pizza store anywhere and you're competing on price, big time. It's got to be the cheapest pizza because man, there's another one next door and there's another one next door. Domino's understood that if you're a pizza customer, it's probably like a bit late at night, you might have been sharing a good evening with friends, you may have come home late from the office, you want quick food. You want to get food that you can just eat and feel full and go. They know their audience, so they said, we deliver you pizza in 30 minutes or it's free. That was their message. We deliver you pizza in 30 minutes or it's free. Now, Domino's didn't have to be the cheapest at that point, because if I am the hungry customer and I want pizza, and you tell me I can have it in 30 minutes or it's free, I believe you. And I buy from you. Does that make sense? And they knew their audience. They knew their audience weren't looking for a culinary experience. If I go to a restaurant and I want really nice food, I know that food takes time to prepare. And if you told me you could whip me up a gourmet meal in 30 minutes, I wouldn't believe you. But I want pizza, I want it fast, because I'm hungry, I want to go. That was their message, and it worked. And they shot from being nowhere in the US, they shot to being the #1 pizza company because their message worked for their audience. Okay? Another really famous example would be an overnight parcel delivery service. Okay, again, in Egypt, you have a lot of people who say, I'll deliver parcels for you. Okay, and if there are millions. In the UK, every person on every street corner will deliver your parcel for you, and they'll all do it cheaper. Yeah, no, don't pay him £5 to deliver your parcel, pay me £4. No, I'll pay me £3. I'll have 50p. Okay? There's a company called UPS. And the biggest problem with parcel delivery, if you are a big business, and you send a document last thing at night, and you need it to be there in the morning. Like the presentation, they knew their audience. They weren't going after everyone. Their audience was large corporations who had deadlines, who knew that they might not be sending that document till the last thing at night, and they knew that if it wasn't on the desk of the CEO in the office somewhere else in the world by 9 a.m. the next morning, they knew their head would roll. They were gone. Their boss was going to be angry. So that was their customer's problem. God, I need my parcel to get from here to here, and it's got to be there. It's got to be like before 9 o'clock. Before he walks into the room, it's got to be there. So UPS said, when it absolutely positively has to be there overnight, we will deliver. When it absolutely positively has to be there overnight, we will deliver. That's my problem. When I see that message, it answers my problem. Yeah? I don't care. You can be 10 times more expensive than the other guy, because the other guys might not get there till lunchtime, and that's no good for me, because I'll have lost my job by then. Yeah? It's got to be there. Can you see? Can you see why you can't start backwards? You can't write a message. I did that. I had a lovely tagline on my website. Nobody bought. Why? Because I didn't really know my own value, and I didn't know the value my audience wanted. So the message I wrote, it was way off. Yeah? The funny thing about your message is it's not like it's way off. If you read something that's really wrong, you know it's wrong. Yeah? If you say, come on holiday with us because it'll be raining every day and you'll be bored, you know that's the wrong message. The problem, if you like, with messaging, the challenge with messaging is it's never going to be really wrong, it just won't be right. So it's that little switch so that your audience, and so that's why you have to do it in order. You have to know what's my value, what do my audience want. When the two connect, you have your message. Gentleman from Spain asked me, how do I get my message? I'm marketing holidays to Latin Americans to come to Egypt. And the problem is, Latin Americans, they're not comfortable with Egyptians in Egypt. I don't know, maybe they don't trust them, or maybe the media has given them the wrong messages, and they're uncomfortable with coming. How can I tell them that they should come to Egypt? Because it's lovely. It's amazing. Now, this guy is Spanish. What's his unique value? It's that he can offer that Spanish cultural experience. He can do that. If I'm English, I can't do that, ever. Never. It's his unique value. He's Spanish, he can offer that holiday experience. His message, he knows what his audience's problem is. They want to come to Egypt, but they don't know whether they will either be safe or feel that they will fit in with the Egyptians, that the Egyptians will understand them. So his message is, come to Egypt with me. I'm Spanish. I understand how to give you an experience like a Latin American. You will experience Egypt as if you were still in Latin America. Yeah? That's the big rule. He's going to narrow it down. He's going to come up with something really sharp and good. But can you see how that's his core message? Because that's his value. that's what his audience want. And that's what he can deliver. He can deliver that all day long. He doesn't have to go home and sweat at night and go, oh my God, I promised this now. Oh my God, I don't know if I can do it. They'll all be asking for their money back. He's promised them. I'm Spanish. Come with me, you'll have an experience like you're in Latin America. Easy. Will I pay to go on holiday with him if I'm Latin American? Of course, because he's one of my kind. Does that help? Does that make sense? Does that give you some ways to be able to build your message? I'm pleased. Fantastic. Before we go any further, because we're leaving this, it's kind of foundations, your brand, target market, your niche, and how you use that to craft your message. Okay, that's our first session. I would like to know, and I'd like maybe, okay, this is what I do. I'm going to pick one, I'm going to go around table by table. So there's too many people for everyone. But I'm going to go table by table and one person, so be warned, one person on every table. I would love to know, what's the biggest thing you either learned or relearned? Because sometimes we know this stuff, but when you hear it again, you go, yes, now I've got it. So what's the biggest thing you either learned or relearned or gone, wow, I'm going to take that away and implement in my business tomorrow? I'm going to just hand the mic, and I'd like you to tell me your name so we can get to know you, and just tell me one key thing you either learned, relearned, or went, wow, I'm going to take that away and implement in my business tomorrow. Because it's about learning together, growing together. First table. Could I have one key takeaway?
My name is George, and I have to give a brand, and if I tell him something that really, and honestly, and in reality, tell about me, and something that I thought about. If I say we are travel agents, we serve you with care and love.
Fantastic. So the takeaway is work on my brand and really understand my value. What is it I give and how I tell my audience. Great, great. Takeaway, please.
Thank you, everybody. People by people. I believe in this. Really, I love this. I live with this. So thank you for this. Also, one of the things that I've learned, which is message. Wow, I have to give a lot of information and explain that, the very deep information, it makes people really feel the change, really feel the difference. Right? Thank you so much.
That's amazing. Thank you. People by people and message. Thank you. One key takeaway.
My name is Ahmed. I think the very important thing is how to feel the customer, how to know how the customer feeling, and how to go inside the customer to know how can you give him something will be reasonable for him, for costing, for how to enjoy the trip. This is an important thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. We're going to go table by table. It doesn't matter what you think, it matters what they think. Your customer, understanding what they need is the most important thing. Thank you. One key takeaway.
My name is Mohammed from Directional and Relational. This is a great takeaway. Thank you.
Brilliant. Transactional and relational customers. Now, can we see how we're just all learning together? We're just new ideas, and you go, I learned this, and someone else goes, yeah, that was great too, and I learned something else. It's about building on knowledge and growing on what we have. One key takeaway, please.
Hi, my name is Shaima. I'm in a different kind of business. I'm a fashion designer really. And I believe in keeping up your promises and be honest and deliver what you really have.
That was lovely, thank you. You must deliver on your promise. No good saying something if you can't deliver on it.
Ahmed Fathi from Germany. Branding is not more than 3 words.
Amazing, yeah? It's like we can all talk for half an hour and kind of get to the point of what we do, but it's knowing what you do well enough that you can say it in 3 words and your customer goes, boom. Thank you. One key takeaway.
Simon, I believe that it's not a matter of how beautiful is your website, but it is how to reach your target customers.
Thank you. So it's not about what your website says, it's how you reach your customers. Your customers are really at the heart of this, aren't they? By the way, I forgot to say, if you're more comfortable to speak in Arabic, then please, or Egyptian, then please give your takeaway in the language you're most comfortable in, because we do have translators. One key takeaway, one brave person.
The brand also, my name is Hussein Ahmed. Also, I like the brand because some people they think it's trusted more than anything else.
Fantastic, so brand is built on trust. One key takeaway. There's someone brave enough. No one brave enough. I'm coming back to you later. Who's got a key takeaway? Something, it can be the same. One key thing you've learned, relearned, or gone, wow, I'm going to implement that into my business. I'm going to implement that into my business today.
Yeah, my name is Kito from Sultan Resort Sharm el-Sheikh. Our message is, we care and it shows. So I think we have to put the comment of our guest on our website.
Amazing. So we have the message already, we care and it shows. How do you make that believable to your customers? You put the testimonials there. Amazing. Thank you so much. One key takeaway.
It's Ahmed Zaki. I think I learned today about the sticky message, and my commitment, my promise to the client has to be delivered in this message. This is very important. I'm going to implement it right now.
Amazing. Going to implement it right now. That's a person whose business is going to change overnight. Thank you very much. One key takeaway.
My name is Zand Arabi. I'm a biomedical engineer. I think that you must not be a sticky person. You must advertise your work in attractive method, not a sticky method.
Thank you very much. So, yeah, how you present it. It's no good having all this amazing information and then presenting it in a shoddy fashion. It's got to come across in a slick, professional way. Thank you. A key takeaway.
My name is Ahmed Ali with the company. I think that if you want to be unique, what you are unique for, and you have to introduce it with by very good way. You have to prove with videos and something else in your website that you are unique, and you have to give the evidence for.
Thank you very much. So, most important thing is you're unique to your audience, and then you have to prove it to them. And video, great way to prove how unique you are. A key takeaway.
My name is Magdi. I work in field of tourism, and I learned to guarantee the brand, service, and to know how, and the trust to the customer.
Thank you very much. A lot of learning gone on in this corner. How do you put your brand together with the trust and show your value? Amazing. Thank you. It's never just one thing or another. You can't just do one bit. It's how you integrate it all. It's key to everything.
Okay, my name is Mohammed. I'm working as the executive manager in City Motors. I think my message, first message for me, I would like to tell the client, we touch your heart to get his trust.
Fantastic. So you were the gentleman, actually, the Latin American audience. So it's about gaining their trust in order for them to buy from you. Absolutely. Thank you. One key takeaway.
My name is Ahmed. I think the most important is what Coco Chanel said about being irreplaceable and being...
If you don't want to compete on price, you have to find your value. Thank you so much, everybody. Really seriously, if you have the courage to stand up and give us your unique takeaway, I know that you helped everybody in the room. You can.
I think here I learned 3 words most important for me. Why client buy. 3 words is very important. Know, like, trust. I think that's very important for me here.
That's fantastic, isn't it? It's like, there was I with my first website and my first business, and I'm going, why won't people buy from me? My product is amazing. I know it's good. I've been on this conference myself. I would recommend it to everyone. It's the best conference in the world. Nobody bought from me. Why? Nobody trusted me. I wasn't out there on social media, so nobody got to like me. They didn't see my face. I just thought it wasn't important. I thought they just wanted the product. I thought they didn't want anything to do with me. But they need to know, like, and trust you. Thank you so much. Okay, a lot of learning gone on. We've taken away something, and we're ready to move on. Top 10 internet marketing mistakes. This is a saying from the UK. It's a saying actually from the film, even the Field of Dreams. Build it and they will come. Yeah? Did anyone ever get onto online marketing and someone said, oh, when you have a website, you'll have customers. When you get on social media, you'll have customers. When you start doing video, you'll have customers. Build it and they will come. It's the biggest myth online. Trust me, build it, they will not necessarily come. So, we're in tables, which is brilliant. You have 10, let's go with 7.5 minutes. I'd like you, as a table, to elect one chairperson, one person who's going to write and speak. And I'd like you to write down what you think are the top 10 internet marketing mistakes that people make. Now, I'll give you a clue. We've covered some of them over the session already. Yeah? And let me tell you something else. There's no one right set of answers. There's probably 10,000 internet marketing mistakes you can make. Yeah? Dr. Hosham asked me to come up with 10. So I have my personal 10, and you're going to come up with your personal 10, and we're going to make a list of 10,000. So please, I'd like you to come up with a list of what you believe are the top 10, and it might be because you made them yourself. It might be because you've seen someone make them. It might be because you learned something from what I said, or you've got one of my mistakes. The top 10 reasons why your internet marketing won't work. Okay, you have 7.5 minutes starting now. Should we go around the room really quickly? Let's take one mistake from each table, see how we do for time. So let's start at the back of the room this time, because last time I started at the front. So if the person you elected, you're the spokesperson on your table, let's have your top mistake.
My name is Nasir. So the message should be short and not boring.
So please write these down. Your message should be short and not boring. Yeah.
عدم وجود وسيلة اتصال كافية على السايت.
Thank you. Did anyone understand that enough to translate? Enough content. So the mistake is not having enough content. Contact, beg your pardon, not having. The big mistake. Yes, the big mistake, not having contact or a contact box for people to be able to leave their details. Okay, amazing. Another mistake, please. Who's going to speak for us? Good mistake. Okay, the mistake is using technology too high get too much technology on your website. If you're using flash technology, people can't view it on your mobile phone, yeah? Good mistake. So keep it, you know, it's very tempting to build this flashy website, but it's about your users. Where are they coming from? Great mistake. Could we have a mistake on the table?
For us, it's the usual the message, how I can deliver the message for our. For us, it's a
Okay, so the key mistake from this table was not having the right message. Just maybe knowing what you do, maybe being good at it, maybe knowing who your customers are, but if you don't tell them in a language that they can understand, you have no sales. Thank you.
As a website loading time for the pictures or videos or anything at the website, it's a long time for loading.
That's a great point too, isn't it? If everything takes too long to load on your website, your visitors, they're gone. They're not waiting for you. So it must load quickly. Could we have a key mistake?
Design the website before start the market research. What I need to target audience in it.
Thank you so much. Building your website before you've built your foundations. Yeah, that was my big mistake. And I tell you, it cost me big time.
Not respecting the language of other countries.
Not respecting the language, I like that wording. Not respecting the language of other countries. Thank you very much.
To be spammer. To copy and paste your offer or product in another.
Yeah. Don't be a spammer. Who wants someone coming to their website and copy and pasting their like offer? Nobody. Yeah? Be original. Do it in a respectful way. It's about communicating, but don't be a spammer. Thank you.
One of the main points that before you start your internet marketing campaign, you have to have a strategy first. Who's your clients, what you're targeting, what are the languages, how we are going to attack that market or tackle that market first before you start even.
Thank you so much. Similar variation, but it's so important. If you don't have your strategy in place before you start building your business will fall down. Thank you so much. This table.
Too many promises that could not be delivered.
Yeah, nice one, nice one. If you don't deliver on your brand promise, you no longer have a brand. Fantastic.
Using fake information or untrue message.
Brilliant. Using fake information, yeah? If you don't have any customer testimonials, don't make one up, because people will know, yeah? And here's a really great tip, by the way. If you don't have any customers yet, then send your friends or your family. Send somebody there. Or go to the destination yourself and ask someone who's already there if they wouldn't mind giving you their opinion. Because everyone loves to give you their opinion. It's very easy to get testimonials, even before you've got a business. So great, don't make them up. Could we have a key mistake from this table? Who would like to?
The message has poor advertising and respecting people and not trust.
Brilliant. So some combination of things there, not trusting, not having developed your customers' trust. And then, yeah, once you've got that message, it's really pointless if it sits there on your website, no one knows about it. So it's advertising that message. Great, great.
Delay response or being unresponsive.
God, has anyone else ever done this? Has anyone ever asked for some information and it doesn't come? Or it comes 2 weeks later? Yeah? It's so annoying. If your customer asks for information and you were there to serve them, send them the information. Fantastic, thank you so much. Okay, last table.
Exaggerating about the information of the promises. Exaggerating. It's exaggerating. It's like giving too much.
Yes, do you know what? Even worse than not giving people enough information is giving people too much. Have you ever asked someone, how are you today? And half an Half an hour later, they're still telling you how they are today. Too much information, short, concise.
Very important is that the website should end to a result, should give a way how to go on. You don't lose your time and lose your target.
Bravo. Yeah? In English we call that a call to action. At the end of your website, you must give people a really clear, concise call to action. Give them something to do. There must be a result there. Perfect. Yeah? Preferably money in your bank account. We'll talk about that later because the result that you want may not necessarily be the result your customer is prepared to give you. So we'll talk about that a little bit later, but brilliant.
Must be simple. And the name of the website must be simple, not complicated, and not contain political or religious words. Include mistakes, must deal with different types of people.
Absolutely. So the key mistake here is to keep it simple. Key mistake is making it overcomplicated. So the key is to make it simple. Keep it simple. Yeah, people don't have a lot of time. People are online to serve, and you need to keep it short and sweet, and don't overcomplicate things with anything. We'll talk about this after lunch, by the way. One moment. We'll talk about this after lunch, but your message, key to your message is everything you say and everything you don't say. If it doesn't need to be there, take it off because it detracts from the message. Thank you.
I found a lot of mistakes on websites, I found the spelling, and the most important very mistake, what's written, the big difference between what's written and photos.
Yes. Yeah, did you get that? There's often a big difference between what's written and the photos. Wait a moment, wait. This is key to you. Your message isn't only the words you write. Your message is everything. So it's the pictures, it's the video, it's what's not there. That's part of your message. So it all has to match, or it doesn't make sense. Your customers don't believe you. Brilliant.
I just want to comment about not enough context. Because I noticed that the website of Vodafone, Mobile, it's a lot. The major telecom companies in Egypt, also Coca-Cola, Pepsi, they don't put anything in context. Anything. Okay. Are they making mistakes or what?
That's a key question, and I will answer that in just a second. The comment was, when you go to a website like Vodafone or Pepsi Cola or Coca-Cola, these are massive brands. These are businesses that know what they're doing, and yet very often there's no contact form. There's no way of getting in touch with these people. That's absolutely a key question. I'll answer it for you in just a second, because it's really important.
The customer service. Every child knows the customer service of Vodafone.
Okay. Okay, do we have any more? One last taker, or two then, go on, you.
The way of reservation must be simple and more clear by using a MasterCard, Visa card, not going in page, second page, third page. It's more complicated and not be simple.
When your customer is ready to buy, make it simple. If I have to go through 5 pages to make a reservation, I've changed my mind. Make it easy and then allow me to pay with the easiest method. Fantastic. Final. Was there one person? Yeah. Oh. I'm losing control here.
Getting it done on time. As delivering the product or the service on time.
Okay, so it must be on time. If you say, whatever you say you're going to deliver it when you say. And if you don't know exactly, then give them a time frame that's realistic. Yeah? If I don't think I can deliver in 24 hours, I'm going to tell you I'll get back to you inside of a week. So, because you must deliver on whatever you say. Perfect. This is the final one.
Just here, there is some important technical issues, such as design sense,
if I'm speaking about tourism, for example, it's different to make website for UK client or for Russian client. It's totally different because the sense is different. Number two, also I asked for also not include search engine, because we are going to website. I need to make search by keyword to find my visit, and also not easy to navigate inside the website.
So, no more, stop, no more. This afternoon we were doing, by the way, a whole session on websites, and we will do top 10 website marketing mistakes this afternoon, and that's, so you've already got some answers. So, but it's absolutely key, yeah. Good. The question was, are Vodafone and Coca-Cola and Pepsi getting it wrong? And the answer is, of course, no. They're getting it right. Would you agree they're making a lot of money? Would you like to have a business that made as much money every year as Coca-Cola's? I would. Okay? There is a massive, massive difference between, this is more towards advertising. When you're advertising, there are two types of advertising. There is brand advertising, and there is what is called direct response advertising. So brand advertising, you're getting your name out there so that people know about you. Lufthansa. There are Egyptians in the room, I'm not repeating that. Brand advertising is getting your name out there. Direct response advertising is asking for a result from the advertising you put out. So putting your opt-in on the form and opt-in form on the website and saying, this is what I would like you to do. This is the result of visiting my website. Two very different kinds of advertising. We are small businesses. The majority of us in the room. We are small, maybe medium-sized businesses. We don't have the advertising budget of Coca-Cola or Apple or Vodafone. So we can't go out there and plaster a message to the world that just tells people how amazing we are. Because I think part of the answer was people already know. People know that Vodafone. Every child in the world knows that Vodafone is a great phone to have. Why? Because Vodafone have spent millions and millions and millions of pounds advertising to tell the world. We're not that big. All of our advertising, if we're going to survive, if we're not going to go bust, all of our advertising must be direct response, which means every time we put an advert out, it's asking the customer for a response back. So our website needs to have, this is how you contact me, this is, as easy as possible, this is what I'd like you to do, and I'm covering this after lunch. It's not just what you want them to do. I'd actually like someone to come to my website and just put money in my bank account. Job done. That'd be lovely, thank you. It's not realistic. It's not what my customer wants. My customer probably wants to talk to me first. They probably want to ask questions. They may want a brochure. They may want a DVD. I don't. So for me to say to my customers, hey, just pay me, that's not real. So the result we ask for must be what they also want. Yeah? It might be that the result is ask for a brochure. But we have to ask for some kind of result that starts that marketing, the sales funnel. Yeah, that starts the process towards the sale. And unless you have a budget of millions, you're really, please don't go out there thinking you can do brand advertising. Don't put a billboard on the side of the road that just says, hey, this is us and we're wonderful, because you'll waste your time. Does that answer the question as to why you can't find contact forms on Vodafone? Yeah? Good. Okay. Where's my friend? Where's Andy? I've done so much, do you know what? On the plane, on the way over, my friend Andy Madden, would you just give him a big hand as he comes down, please? It was a 4-hour flight from London to Cairo, okay? We met at the airport 2 hours before the flight took off. And we go, hi, how are you? And Andy says, hi, how are you? And then, for 4 hours, at the end of 4 hours, I said to Andy, you're quiet, you're not saying very much. And he said, I have another chance laugh. You've done all the talk. So, I'd like to invite you down because, first of all, you're going to hear an awful lot more from Andy tomorrow on social media, but also because I'd like him to help me to present the 10 marketing mistakes that we came up with because we did them together. And they're not just mine, and I don't want to take away the thunder from the man who knows it all. So,
just before we move into the slides, what I would like to say is, don't be scared to make a mistake. Making a mistake is what's going to make you move forward to the success that you want. There's too many people that make a mistake and they stop. So making a mistake is good, because you'll know that that's not going to work, learn something else and move on, and just put that to one side.
the only other point, because I do like talking, the only other point I want to re-emphasise, and by the way, we're 5 minutes from lunch, so lunch is 5 minutes away from now, so you're good. These mistakes, by the way, they're not better than your mistakes. These are not the definitive answers. Every single person who named a mistake in the room, thank you so much, because it is a mistake really important for everyone to avoid. These are just the 10 we came up with, yeah? And we were 2 people, and you are 80 plus people. So the mistakes that have already been mentioned are really, really valuable, and some of ours will just copy what you've already said, and some may be different, but they're not the definitive.
And we made the same mistakes as you as well.
Do you know what I think? This is
This is a mistake that I made. I started marketing before I got a brand. Put a lot of money into marketing. I got a little website up, really excited about the website. I loved the website, I designed it. My pictures on there, my content on there. Wasn't necessarily geared toward my target audience, but I liked it, I designed it, it came out of my head. Didn't have a brand, and I put money into paid advertising, offline and online, and guess what the results were? Big fat 0. So, mistake number 1, make sure before you do any kind of marketing whatsoever, you research your market, and once you've got your brand and you're happy with your brand, and you've got some testimonials or you've got some kind of information, you've done some research, then take your brand to market. Value is the key. Your customers don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That is so valuable, and you want to take that with you. The value that you put into the market gives you results. It's going to change. You know, the marketing strategy that you put in place will probably not give you the results that you want, so you've got to be flexible. However, you need some kind of, you need a marketing strategy. Different people respond to different things. So just having content on your website may not be enough. Somebody will come and read that content, but you're going to be missing other people that don't read content. So if you can have videos on there, if you can have images on there that's going to capture different people, then this is, you're going to be talking to different personality types, talking to different people, and that is something that you don't want to miss. Copycat marketing.
Okay, copycat marketing, this was one of my... Just going out there and going, I like that website, it's really great, I love it. I'm not talking about actually copying the words, but taking their style and just putting it on your website and going, I hope it'll work for me too. We've talked about this all the way through, you know, your unique value. How are you different? It's got to translate into your style. So there's no point in me going, wow, Vodafone are really successful. I'm just going to copy what they're doing and I'm going to put it on into my business, but I'm going to do it like them. It won't work for me because I'm not Vodafone. So I have my own style, I have my own personality, and if you're marketing in someone else's style, it will feel wrong. So like, if you're not someone who is comfortable to stand in front of a video and do video, you'll just be like, oh no, go away, and you'll feel horrible. And so will your customers watching. So if you're into images, use images. So it's not about copying what's working for someone else, it's about using your own style. Copy the strategy that's working, but put your own personality on it. We're going to run through this because it's all up there for you to see, and we're going to have the handout for it as well. So, robot marketing, we're going to touch more on this afternoon, SEO. But the big problem, the big challenge with SEO is actually not getting too wrapped up in it. It's like, it's got to make sense for your audience. You can write a website for the search engines, and that's not going to work for your audience. So it's about engaging with your audience, and remembering social proof is now a big part of SEO. Yeah? So how many likes on Facebook, how many people talking about you, that's a big part of SEO, it didn't used to be. Lack of targeting. So failing to understand, this was yours, the difference between quantity and quality. Yeah? This is a key thing that Andy is big on. Doesn't matter how much quantity you have out there, you can have 12,000 Facebook likes. What about the quality? Are they really your customers? Are they going to do something? Are they going to buy from you? This is yours as well, Andy. Losing leads, not capturing names and emails. We've had that as an example already. Hey, Andy, this was yours, hiding behind a website. Andy is the sales strategist, by the way.
There's too many people that's not willing to pick the phone up. A lot of people go to a website and there's no interaction, there's no communication, and you're no different to any other competitor. So you need to be in the position that you're going to pick the phone up, speak to people, interact with people, so people understand that there's a corporate behind the website, there's human beings behind the website that's willing to converse, understand their needs, solve any problems. It's a huge big thing. And there's so many websites out there that you go, there's no telephone number, there's no contact form, as we've said earlier on. So this is really, really important. And not also creating market authority. This is something that I'm going to really, really pick on tomorrow. I'm quite passionate about this. Creating authority in the marketplace. Creating authority in the marketplace is so key to your success. So key to your success, because you need to be different from your competitors. I mean, if you're just out there looking for sales, you will always be looking for sales. And when your marketing campaign is finished, your sales will dry up. But if you can take a place in the marketplace and show authority, then you will be the person to go to when they want your business or when they want your services.
Brilliant. Okay, a lot of mistakes, and now we know how to avoid all of them. How far ahead do you think you are now than most of your other competitors out there who have no idea of these mistakes? Do you think you go out now and make a difference in your business? Amazing, right, we're going to break for lunch. I want one person, the fastest hand in the room, to give us the biggest takeaway from this session on mistakes. The biggest takeaway, the thing you either learned, relearned, or have gone, wow, I'm going to implement in my business. We have time for one only. Hands up now. It was Adam. Adam again. We're going to put him in the back tomorrow.
Adam again, thank you.
One biggest thing, one big takeaway.
Yes. It's let another person do this for me. Thank you.
Very good. Don't be afraid to outsource the things that are your strengths. That's amazing. Oh, because you're at the back, I'm going to let you. If you're at the front, I'd have said no. The biggest takeaway, the one thing you've either learned, relearned, or gone, wow, can implement in my business immediately.
My name is Ines Ibrahim. Biggest thing is how to build trustness and how to make a value, adding value to your product.
Amazing. So the mistake about forgetting to add value before you just try to sell, and forgetting to get your audience to trust you before you ask them to get their wallet out. Okay. I have learned a ton of things this morning. Thank you so much. We have an hour, 1 hour for lunch. Lunch is